Screw what Mr. Eyepatch Wolf said. You should play on the titular difficulty because you can actually one-shot the guard's arms on that one, which is like a way better game flow than just hoping you can escape or not lose a limb or just speed running, getting speedy with run. Eh, eh, eh. Halfway through this game, I committed the most grave sin in hardcore niche gaming, looking up how to progress the game by listening to my chat links. I didn't care though, I was mad as hell, covered in sweat from 100-degree Cali temperature, and hungry as well. I really could not be bothered, but now I do care. Kinda. I wasn't necessarily loving the game, but in retrospect, I kinda was, and having played more on my own and pursuing all different endings and watching a billion YouTube shorts on it, I liked it. Fear and Hungry, referred lovingly as Funger by its rabid fanbase of edgy Eastern European teenagers, is a decent RPG Maker game. I specified this group of people because I don't think the rest of the world has quite joined in. They're all satisfied watching CDawg VA and Repollo videos, never once having stepped foot into these treacherous dungeons. But anyways, hold on, wait a minute. Before I talk about this game proper, I gotta get the nerves out and give the people who only watch Fear and Hunger videos for the same exact reasons what they want. OMG, what the fuck, this game, what the fuck, gore and dark, and my character got raped and I have to get naughty to heal, and Pocket Cat is Epstein Diddy blood and I died. Oh my god, I died. What the fuck, Dark Souls, OMG, is that his dick and balls? What the fuck? Yeah, so I liked Fear and Hunger quite a bit, but it's mostly because of its aesthetics and weird game senses. But the blind first time experience is a little too miserable. On terror and starvation mode, that is. If I had played the game on Fear and Hunger mode, I would have beat it easy peasy lemon squeezy, but unfortunately I let my pride get the best of me. As for Fear and Hunger's writing, it had potential. The story is simple and the characters don't talk much, but the lore is really cool sounding. It's kind of basic, but it gets the job done. And goddamn if Girl Girls doesn't have one of the coolest designs ever made ever. You have the silent face up top with bandaged eyes, with the evil face in the stomach, and these big ass fuck you arms. It's awesome stuff, and his boss fight is really cool. It took me a couple of attempts, and I never got tired of hearing the ear-splitting dog whistle noise every time he showed up. That basically sums up my thoughts on this game. Cool moments and atmosphere with a lot of mild frustration. The boss fights are pretty awesome and are the real gameplay highlights. Exploring was fun because getting to see what kind of fucked up enemies or NPCs the games throw at you is very entertaining, if not a little trite. Like, they're in a cave and it's cold, man, give them some goddamn underwear. The sound design is awesome. There's an boss track and it's pretty good. The Mojave track gets kind of annoying, but aside from that, it's all fun and games. Also, the Dungeon of the Depths God or whatever is fucking crazy. Holy shit, that is a deeply evil place. The rest of the game is fucking Super Mario RPG compared to that shit. Also, I've never been one for RNG in games. I get why it's there. I understand that sometimes it can even be good, but a lot of times it's just I want to kill the guards. I know the exact order and what limbs to take to minimize damage and potentially take no damage, but I can't. It's all over because I fucking missed. The coin flips are cute, but it has the same problem, albeit it awakens the gambling senses in me, so it's not quite as unfun. Fear and Hunger is one of those games people have the gall to call an immersive sim because it's not a traditional RPG, and you should be making decisions not through metaing, but through acting as if you are in the game itself. Ideally, you shouldn't get into any fights because you don't gain anything from them, end quote, except soul stones and items and costumes. You know, things you kinda need to progress. Not in the strict sense, of course. I know there's some empty scroll weird bullshit you can do at any time, but you get what I mean. Speaking of which, most things you aren't going to figure out how to do unless you are constantly experimenting or booting up the wiki, which is something not super encouraged by the game because of how the save point system works. And also, since it's an oldish RPG Maker game, it feels clunky as hell to control. I will never understand people who like the RPGs with a little clunk. And that's coming from someone who grew up playing the old clunky RPGs. It doesn't really give me any charm. But Mr. Egrega, if you just think about it logically, you can figure out things out. Like, obviously, if you throw a stick at the dogs, they will run towards it because that's what dogs do. Same thing if you throw meat. Nope, you can't throw meat. You can throw rotten meat, which they don't like, but you can't throw normal meat or any type of food. If the dogs are such slaves to their whims that they will fall for the stick, then surely they must like if you throw food. No! Little things like this are super maniacal, and of course, you can't implement every option for immersion. because it's a fucking game. That's exactly the problem I have. I hate this reverence for faux realism in games. Not the Red Dead Last of Us kind, but the Outer Wilds and Fear and Hunger kind. The game is super logical and makes sense and immersive, whatever stuff. I guess it has to do with my own problems, but both of these games I needed to look up how to progress, which made my experience worse. Skill issue? Yeah, but there's a bit more to that. Like, the things with the hounds is something that always makes me reluctant to try things in games. I'm too cynical for my own good. Also, just venting here, but I always get unlucky. The guards, the the elite guards, are supposed to get their wieners chopped off by the bear traps, but this guy just fucking walked past him. Why, you ask? Even though my chat said that they can in fact be injured by them? Because the elite guards, specifically on level 3 and 7, are immune to them! Fuck! So because of that, I lose Kahara in desperate struggle to progress and made the game 10 times harder. This is it, guys. The actual point of this video is just me being really salty about this one moment. In the end though, I liked Fear and Hunger, especially in retrospect. It's a very YouTube game. You love seeing people react to it and you love seeing all the little lore information and weird games or eccentricities. It's the perfect combo to make a big game. My biggest ever streams were Fear and Hunger streams, and I had a very cool people in my chat. Thank you for watching. More videos to come now that I'm not going crazy. Maybe.